Today we are going to understand the concept of information theory. Before that, I will ask what is information. Usual answer is information is any data, but it is not fully correct. You can say it is partially correct, as any data cannot be information. Rather, we can say any significant data is called information. That means a data which contains some significant things to convey is called an information. And information theory is basically a branch of probability theory. How information theory is a branch of probability theory? Let us consider this concept. Let us say an event X. The probability of that event is P of X, and the information content in that event is I of X. So the relation between information and probability is I of X is inversely proportional to P of X. How information is inversely proportional to P of X? Let us take an example. If a dog bites a man, what is the probability of that event? Mostly higher side. So the information content in that event is less, because it doesn't contain any information. If I will say that a dog bites a man, but on the other hand, if I say a man bites a dog, the probability of that event is almost zero or negligible. So the information content in that event is very high. So that is how I can say that I of X is inversely proportional to P of X. Let us take another event I of Y, which will be inversely proportional to P of Y. Now if I want to calculate the total information content of I of XY, it will be I of X plus I of Y. That means the information content of X plus information content of Y. But if I relate this I of X comma Y with the probabilities, then it will be 1 upon P of X into P of Y. As you know, the probabilities will multiply. So from these equation, if I want to remove this sign of proportionality, I need a mathematical operator or a proportionality constant which should be there to remove this proportionality sign. So we have to think of a mathematical operator which can convert multiplication into addition. So logarithmic is such an operator which can convert multiplication into addition. So instead of this, I can write in this way: I of X comma Y is equal to log of 1 upon P of X P of Y, which can now be written as I of X comma Y is equals to log 1 upon Px plus log 1 upon Py. From equation 1 and from equation 2, if I compare, I can get the equation I of X is equals to log 1 upon Px. So that means if I want to calculate the information of any event, I need to know the probability of that particular event, so that I can calculate the information by calculating the log of inverse of the probability of that event. We know the formula for information I of X is equals to log 1 by Px. Now we will calculate the or understand the unit of information. So the unit of information can be 3. One is bit, one is nat, and one is deceit. All these 3 units of information based on the basis of log. If the base of log is 2, then the unit will be bit. If the base of log is natural, then it is bit, and if the base of log is 10, then it is deceit. So now to understand the concept mathematically, we will take an example. Let us take a source is transmitting 4 messages, M1, M2, M3 and M4, with the probabilities 0.4, 0.3, 0.2 and 0.1. Remember one thing, whenever we take the probabilities of various events, the sum of the probability should always be 1. So the information content in the first message would be log 1 upon 0.4. Information content in the second message will be log 1 upon 0.3. Similarly, log 1 upon 0.2 and log 1 upon 0.1. So, with the help of any calculator, you can calculate the values of these values, and these are basically the information content in message 1, 2, 3 and 4 respectively. So this way we can calculate the information. But now the thing is, it is not feasible to calculate the information of individual messages, because if a source transmits suppose 100 messages, so it is not practical to calculate the individual information of 100 messages. So rather, instead of calculating the individual messages, we will calculate the average information, which is known as entropy. So the next topic which we are going to study will be entropy.